Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Joanne Marime Show, where we discuss all matters career, all matters confidence, and all matters God as well, because none of this would be possible without the Almighty God. My name is Joanne Marime. I'm a career and confidence coach. I'm based out of Austin, Texas, but I'm originally from Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome. If this is the very first time you're bumping onto me on the social media streets, well, I hope you take the time to listen to me. If you are an ambitious professional and you're in your early career and you're looking to land your dream job and make more money, go no further. I'm here to help you. So today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about my story, where it all began, and how I got here, and how my passion for helping ambitious early career professionals started. I was born and raised in a small town in Kenya called Nyamira. And if you look on the map, I think you may be able to find it, but it's a very, very tiny place. And I can say my childhood was fantastic, and I was always an A student. I was always, one of those kids that was a nerd. And I thought for sure that when I graduated, everything would be perfect. I would wake up the next day and boom, I would have my degree, and then I'd go on to my tech career and everything would be perfect. Boy, was I wrong. That's not what happened. Between the ages of 21 until 30, that was 9 good years of tribulation. I now work at one of the biggest companies in the world. You may have had it. I'm a senior program manager in the cloud and AI space at Microsoft, but it was not always this way. And I'm making six figures, enjoying myself, changing lives, and being all the nerdy person that I can possibly be while transforming lives in the cloud. But before we get there, as I said, I had 9 years of tribulation. I had rejection. I felt like a failure. I tried looking for jobs. I was working any kind of job you can imagine. I've worked in Dandora, one of the most dangerous places to work in Nairobi, in Kenya. And by the way, I did it all to survive. And so I used to wonder, what the heck is happening with my life? Why am I not able to succeed? While I'm looking at my peers, I'm looking at the people I graduated with, they're all thriving in their careers. I graduated with a computer science degree from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. And I thought for sure, as a computer scientist, the first logical thing that was going to happen is I was going to launch into the world and everything was going to be perfect. Boy, was I wrong. That never happened. So the moment I graduated, I worked as a banker, and then I was let go after 2 years. And from there, it was tribulation after tribulation after tribulation. I was couch surfing from one of my brother's houses to the next brother's house. I was homeless. I worked as a receptionist in many companies. I worked as an office manager. I worked in a warehouse. I worked in a restaurant. Name it, I've done it. And finally, I said, you know what? Something has to change. Fast forward, I moved to the US when I was 30 years old. That was in 2017, May. And I knew something had to change. I will be sharing more as we keep on going, because finally, I've taken the leap. I'm going to be sharing every single day because I believe I have a message for you. If you are an early career professional who's looking to land your dream job between now and December, I'm taking on the next cohort, my very last cohort of this year. I only need 10 people and I already have 5 people signed up. So very limited slots available. If you're looking to work with me, DM me and let's get on a call and discuss how we can take this to the next steps. The coaching program, which is the Career Accelerator coaching program, will start on the 1st of November for 4 intense weeks. We will wrap up the end of the last week, the last Saturday of the last week of November. It will be 8 classes, meaning we'll have 2 classes per week, and we will knock out everything you need to get ready as you land your dream job between now and the end of the year. But for that to happen, you have to be ready to do things differently. 7 years ago, I was ready to do things differently because clearly what I was doing before was not working. So when I moved to the US with less than $20 to my name, I remember my dad giving me the last of his money, which was about $20. And he said, please eat something on the plane there. I ate something on the plane. So by the time I arrived, I had less than $5 to my name. When I touched down in DC, I remember telling God, God, if you walk with me, if you help me, I will go back and help your people. 7 years later, I'm here helping people. My name is Joanne Marime. I'm a career and confidence coach, and I intend to change as many lives as I possibly can. So, what did I do differently that has enabled me to make 6 figures today? I got a career coach. When I first joined grad school in September of 2017, the first thing I did was to say, hey, I cannot do things the way I did them before. I need something to change. Otherwise, I'm going to graduate with my MBA and still go through the failure that I'd gone through and the rejection and the emotions of just feeling like the biggest loser in the world. And I did not want that to happen to me. Besides, I'd burned all the boats, so there was no going back to Kenya. Nothing. There was nothing there for me. So, what did my career coach tell me? She told me, Joanne, you're a Black woman in America. Things are very different for you. She taught me how to do things differently. And within a couple of weeks, I had my first internship at ExxonMobil, which is the biggest oil and gas company in the world. And when I went for my internship the next year, guess what? I landed the full-time offer. So I ended up having the best time in grad school because unlike everybody else who was like trying to run helter-skelter, trying to look for a job during the second year, I'd already knocked out that part of my life. So all I needed to do was graduate. So I enjoyed my life. I traveled. I met friends from all over the world. I enjoyed every single aspect of grad school. What did my career coach teach me? She taught me how to do a fantastic resume. She taught me how to have corporate presence. She taught me how to interview. And even today, if I step into any room, I promise you, I'm going to land that job. I don't care what it is because I know how to prep. I know what they're looking for. Recruitment season, in case you did not know, is here. So what are you going to do between now and December to ensure that you land your dream job? Because if you're not doing something different, you will be here in 2025 at this time talking about the same story about how you failed. So I am looking for that ambitious career professional, that one who's tired of doing things the same way. And I want to work with you. In my journey, and I will be sharing as we keep on going, that number one, I put God first. Number two, I listened to what He told me to do and the actions that my coaches have told me to do. And now I ended up working at not only ExxonMobil, I moved from ExxonMobil, I worked at Amazon, at AWS, and now I work at the best company in the world, Microsoft, as a senior program manager in the cloud and AI space. This all from a girl that came to the US with nothing. With less 7 years ago. I'm 37 years old, very proudly so. And I'm here to say that I am calling you to action. If you're that person that I'm speaking to, if you're like me, where I was 7 years ago, if you're looking to transition this season because this is the heaviest recruitment season in America, then DM me. I'm ready to work with you. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow back here to talk more about my story. All right. Bye. Enjoy.